Previously on Test C teams.
Something like a spider, but it's too wet.
Too wet crew.
Yeah, it's too wet, and it's like several hundred pounds of wet flesh draped over a mechanical arachnid. He holds the blade, but with the rest of his fingers, you can see that he makes a sign, and predicated by a thin red beam, a fireball detonates the stands.
Whoa.
Stands? How will anyone declare us the winner then, when the time comes?
Pendragon Beestinger is on the ground.
Like we're out of the simulation.
You are
now?
out of the simulation, and
But
he
he's
is
on the
not
ground?
standing with the rest of them.
Oh no.
Okay. Rosie runs over and checks on him.
He's dead. It's gonna go like this. Your son destroyed the Death Ward. How far down this road do you want to go? Now, if you want me to take 500 gold out of your branch,
Yeah. Yes.
let's
Yes.
call it an idiot fee. It says, leave the boy here with me.
Okay.
I'll resurrect him in a cell. Take a look at the scroll. It says, job, lost daughter, Salith Crypt Garden.
Time is the enemy, the past, it threatens the fastest weapon. You wouldn't make it past a second, and that's the question. Play it brash and reckless, or choose a cautious solution you thought was prudent. In any sepulcher, poker two will become the putrid. It's that wealth that I'm pursuing. No mountain too steep or dungeon too deep to send expendable marks up to the top of the peak or beneath. They see you bleed, they come like sharks to it, while I swim in that money bin like Carl Barks drew it. So send your national parks druid, I'll send him home in a natural box with a closed top and most of the parts included. Save your breath for a cleric confessor. Death is a lesson and life is a tenured professor. But if you're seeking my official advice, sign on the dotted line, initial it twice.
Hello, I am Tycho Brahe of Penny Arcade and PAX. I am also a Minithus Hereward Drawn, CEO of Acquisitions Incorporated. But today, I'm Jerriford K. Horcrims, and I am here to run a game of Dungeons and Dragons for my friends, including these entities, these organisms over here.
Don't embellish, just
Jeez, wow.
Back to the bed.
Yeah, geez.
To my right, Dragonborn Narcissist Donaar Blitzen.
Hi. Yeah.
To the right of my right, repping the natural world, Walnut on Grass Craw.
Kakra.
Ka motherfucking craw. Just sail. Sailing. No. Left. with the cat, right?
Yeah.
To my left, not your grandma's grandma, except in those rare cases where she is your grandma's grandma, Rosie Beestinger.
Whoa.
We don't know.
Whoa.
We don't know what it is.
Oh no, we got a live one.
We've never known. None of us know.
They don't know.
We ain't know. But you were a good sport. I would like to introduce our newest and fleeting cast member. So we're going to do our break a half hour early this time so that our newest cast member can board the Steel Dragon of the Air. And I don't know, it's an airplane.
Yeah,
But like in D&D language.
Oh, yeah.
I would like to give a hearty welcome to Adonis.
Adonis, yes.
Right over here.
Meow, meow, meow.
To the left of my left, emerging as though from a mist shroud, Kafris Drow.
Guys, who's this now?
For me?
These are drow hand jobs.
Is that how it works?
Yep.
No.
That seems very abrasive.
No. Over here,
Tough
it's
living down there.
It basically disintegrates from over here. It starts with the clap for oneself, perhaps even a self 5, then it becomes a winged creature,
A noble, majestic
and
creature.
then you seize a spectral phallus or something. I don't know. It gets
Something to
weirder
do.
and weirder. Is all I'm saying.
It's interpretive. I like it.
It is. There's an opportunity for everybody to enjoy it. So when last we saw our heroes, they had very recently come into possession of the wildcard license, the much desired wildcard license, which is technically speaking, this is a bureaucratic document. It's something like the sort of thing that you would get for getting through 6th grade. You know what I mean? It's not a magical scroll in the classic sense, but it may as well be, because among other rights and privileges, it means that the C team, the party that's seated before you here, has the ability to take jobs from any region that Acquisitions Incorporated operates in, and what's more, it also allows them to steal jobs from lesser franchises.
Which is all of them.
So it's all of them, because there's only one wildcard license in and available at a time. This had just occurred. Pendragon Beestinger, the unruly and dangerous son of Rosie Beestinger, hatched an elaborate plot where he destroyed a rune that would have saved his own life to attempt to kill Rosie. Ended up finding himself succumbing to that self-same energy. But Rosie struck a deal with Omen that they would put some extra work in and earn out a resurrection for young Master Beestinger. That is all the events that took place last time we had a game.
Where's one more?
Go for it.
There was a quest that was delivered to us.
Oh, well, there was a quest. Now, is there any quests? Is there any new business, Walnut?
Are we back at the DNC?
No.
Okay, we're still picking right up.
Yeah. Time is still real.
Okay.
And you are even now inside the tastefully austere interior section of the Acquisitions Incorporated headquarters in Waterdeep.
Sounds tasteful.
There is no
miss
new
him.
business.
There is no new business. Is there a job, perhaps, that you might have received in a scroll?
From
you remember.
the end of last session.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's that.
Duh.
Oh, I thought there was something new other than that.
No, that's the newest business.
Oh, okay. So I get that. And I say, we have a new job. From one Salith Crypt Garden.
I'm still like reeling from my dead child, right?
We say this
I
in
know.
front of a dead body.
Yeah. Walnut does not care.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I go,
over it.
Yeah, exactly. Just boop, 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 right over this boy.
I go, well, I'm sure Omen will take care of everything with Pendragon.
Yeah, he will. I'm sure of it.
And the best way to do that is to earn back the 500 gold that we owe him.
Yeah, that's one approach. So, is Walnut the only one who's seen this scroll?
Yes.
Are you the one who sees the name?
Yeah.
Okay, so
And it means nothing to me.
Right.
okay, so then you've told us what this quest is, and the Crypt Garden Forest. We all know where that is, right? Like we're all familiar.
Oh, it's
with it.
massive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've heard of it.
And so for Salith Crypt Garden, we'd be. I think Rosie would immediately be like, "Or any relation to the forest?"
Well, I would think it's a little much to name yourself after the forest.
Gauche.
Yeah, like it's a little gauche. Like,
Well, what if it's the other way around?
the forest isn't named after, anyone.
Okay, all right, I believe you.
The forest is named after itself.
What happens in a forest?
The forest names itself.
I see.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you're the druid, so
That sounds right.
That feels good. That feels good to me.
I would know. And then I roll up the scroll and I go, all right, we should be on our way.
So are we going to the Crypt Garden Forest? Is that where it says?
Where does it say? It didn't say.
It says there is a small encampment at the western edge of the Crypt Garden Forest, which historically would have been just outside your jurisdiction.
Okay, so not a place that I'm familiar with.
This is again like out at the sort of raw edge nearest to the road. It's the sort of place that you would have looked out from as a girl,
Okay.
but much closer to the capitals.
Beyond our borders then, so let's get a move on.
Sounds good.
Sorry, I'm doing your thing.
The scroll works.
And it is the only text on the scroll just said lost daughter,
It is.
and that's all.
That's what it says.
Leaf Crypt
The
Garden.
name,
Okay.
the job, and the location.
Okay.
I mean, we just won a big thing. We want to wallow in our own crapulence for a moment.
We want to celebrate?
Yeah, we're in the home office. I want to hit someone up and be like, whoever looks like they have authority, the guy who was the judge,
Sure.
and just be like,
Nobin?
yeah.
Oh, does he have the wildcard license for
Well,
it?
yeah, it's like, do we get a certificate, some sort of award?
But yeah, the wildcard license is just apportioned at the top. Like it determines what you get. It isn't like
I don't get like a trophy.
It isn't like a. He looks at you so confused. He's just like that. The wildcard license enables access to our greatest range of.
Like a license.
Of
I want a
tasks.
license.
You want a piece of paper.
And a prize. And a purse for having won.
What do you think? 500 gold?
I feel like that's a good starting place. We can haggle.
You'll have opportunities for wealth generation far beyond that which you had previously. Simply as a function of the young man.
I've got a license to kill now, old man.
That's not what you've been granted.
Well, how would I know? I don't have any sort of record. There's no anything with my name on it. Some
should
sort of
go.
plaque
Do you
or a bust.
We'll go and
work here?
Yeah.
you're like, you work for
Have
me.
you? Have
Yeah,
you?
yeah, you work for me. I show him my badge, my AI badge.
Have you read the employee manual?
I haven't
Yes.
read anything.
Oh, right.
I don't even know how to read.
He says, have this young woman read it to you, perhaps as you are tucked into bed.
Look at this guy.
I agree with you. It's getting late. That's what this means. So we should leave. We'll take leave of your good company. Thank
Would you?
very kindly.
Excellent. I appreciate this.
We'll get our license later. Maybe we have to earn it first.
Again? We did.
Again, for the third time. We spent
There's a trail of bodies.
We do spend a lot of time
Body.
in this game talking about paperwork.
Just trying to get presents. All right.
All right,
To the cart.
to the cart.
Donaar
Now-
gets flustered and goes to the car.
Doras, which is well, if you would be so kind as to describe, not for the players, of course, but for the gathered throng that is with us in a digital context.
Yes. See,
Describe for us the sort of entity that we see sneaking out from the alley just south of the headquarters.
okay. You see clattering across the heavy wood framing of the building, just barely breaking into the bit of streetlight there is, some protracted claws and a series of furred fingers. There, as you see the bunched gray hood barely managing to cover the top portion of this strange beast-looking humanoid. As the light comes in across the face, you can see a cat-like visage of a tabaxi, but very thin hair, Egyptian hairless, that gives kind of the very visible wrinkles across the corners and edges of the face. You see these yellow eyes, kind of almost slits in frustration, and a bit of anxiety building at the corner of the mouth as it twitches a bit, looking back and forth for a place to go.
So,
I feel like I'm there.
yeah.
You should do this like for a living. That was good. That was good.
Consider it. Listen, this is a very busy individual. He doesn't have time just to go online and entertain hundreds of thousands of people at a time with his golden spun tales. You know what I mean? Just hush it. This is not what you had hoped You had hoped to emerge out onto this street and find carts galore, perhaps a cozy, like a roomy undercarriage for a quick escape. There is a total that you can see of 1 cart, and this cart is a startling apparition. It is something like a hearse made from an Iron Maiden, but not closed for some reason. No, it is open entire, and sharp barbs protrude. Imagine a dark hat.
Right.
The undercarriage itself, not roomy, not crafty, no easy place for a young cat like yourself
Ground effects,
to hang out. Oh yeah, incredible ground effects, and the contraption that is hitched to it on the front is only punctuates the strangeness of the rest of this ordeal. It looks very much like a statue of a horse that is attached to the front, copper, beginning to go green around the edges, but in every way looking to be a horse, or something like it. Something like if you described a horse to a person who hadn't seen one and then asked them to build one, it would be
Gotcha.
like that. But you can see just as your claws nip into the wood around the edge of the building, you can see the people you think may be the owners of this cart-adjacent conveyance just out front of the Acquisitions Incorporated headquarters.
Okay. Do they appear to be arriving or ready to exit?
Well, they have just emerged from the front of the building, still with a few snippets of argument between them on some matter of etiquette. The infraction you were not able to see, but it sounds like it created something of a interpersonal stir.
Yeah, Rosie is very quietly trying to soothe Donaar. She's like, it's more of a concept than an actual physical.
Just saying, if they're going to call it a
license.
license, I should be given a
I understand,
laminated-
but I think it's like conceptual.
It's like your title, like you're a prince, but you don't actually have a
You
physical.
don't have a
No, I
Prince
do.
card.
Oh.
They give Prince cards to
Yeah.
Donaar.
And I pull out a card that just says Prince. P-R-I-N-S. Yeah.
Clearly written by Donaar.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like this, but like for all of us.
I get it. Okay, this is starting to make more sense now. It's a cultural difference, I think, is what we're determining. I see.
So
we'll work on it.
in seeing that they're going amongst their business and not really understanding the nature of this device, but I have my business to get to.
You are almost certain that the things at the base of it are wheels. You have every reason to believe that this
should move.
may function as a cart, even if it isn't one exactly.
That's what I needed to know. So looking about and kind of assuming there isn't a lot of space to be stealthy and not knowing how this works and not wanting to accidentally be ground up by whatever lies beneath it, I will instead kind of pull the hood back a little bit, adjust my shoulders, and she will walk out into the light and kind of putting a hand up to hail whoever sees first, go, "Excuse me, pardon."
I'm going to guess that's you, perceptive one.
I look over and go, yeah. Walnut Acquisitions Incorporated, and point to it.
Louder.
Right to the sign.
Yeah, to the sign.
The sign is squeaking slowly on the chain.
Her eyes squint a bit. I gathered. Adolas, not but a wee traveller having to find my way away from here, and seeing as you're on your path outward, would you be interested in having a passenger just pay for a meager seat on your way?
Could you very briefly grab one of these D20s and give for me a perception roll? Now this is hearing, so if you have any special benefit.
Gotta.
Let's see.
You gotta.
Well, she's pretty perceptive by the unright. I have ears for deceit, but not ears for necessary hearing. So we'll see on that. That is a That's not great. That's
sounds
an
wise.
11.
It's an 11. There's a portion of your mind that you have reserved to detect certain entities, and it's like you don't hear anything, but it's not a comfort.
That's not right.
I think Rosie would notice that Walnut was speaking to someone and pop out. Rosie's very small, and she pops out kind of at like butt level, and she's like, "Ooh, a tabaxi.
I have never seen one before.
Rosie probably has seen very few, but she's, of course, a lover of all
Cats?
cats and things, and would be very excited to see a tabaxi here.
Looking over this display, I was like, oh, respectful.
Yes,
Yes, we love this.
we love it when people do this to us.
Grandmother, this one wants to buy taxi somewhere.
Sure.
It's a taxi taxi.
Donaar?
You hear the faint muffling of a hiss beneath her teeth.
Through those teeth.
All right. Yeah.
How much?
Yeah. How much money?
Oh, I haven't much coin on me directly, but I could probably proffer for a brief distance, 3 gold?
We'll take it. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds really good. Yeah.
3 we wouldn't
Love
have
it.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 3. Yeah, we're at 0 right now, so
Yeah.
that's a lot. Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely.
I write that down in our quest log of how much we owe. Literally, yes.
-3. Cool. All right.
As soon as that transaction's made, I go from this kind of pressed smile into I'll find a place to sit and just begin to climb my way into whatever seems to be the most available portion of the cart.
Oh, there is substantial availability in this spacious horse caboose. Inside, it is like something like an opium den, like a mobile opium den.
Without the opium, though.
Well, you don't know. You can't be sure. So
Yeah, you don't sit in the back.
you don't know. You don't know the fuck happens back
They're
there.
not cup holders. Those are opium holders.
Ope holders.
Yes.
Yeah. So you lean down a little bit to get underneath the lip of it, and it's crushed red velvet, almost a couch that from the doorway almost completely circles around the rest. There's a small library portion in the corner, convenient table side seating.
It's a party cart.
Yeah. This is a cart that you can tell. It's an action-packed environment.
As you walk in, Rosie is like apologetic about it. She's like, I know it's a lot. This cart, oh boy. I tried to tell them, but try to make yourself comfortable.
Does it smell like shit?
Probably.
Doesn't smell like shit. I'm fine with it.
Can you hook me up with a little perception there, Precious Nut?
Yeah.
Precious Nut.
You know that I can, and you know that I'm good at it.
Whoa.
Oh,
6.
no.
This is an accursed realm.
I know, but it's +8, so 14.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good. You just no, I can't give it to you. But you're picking up on this. You're having this. There's a suite of new experiences that are occurring now, and you notice that your new friend was definitely it's like subconsciously the ear, and you have a sense of this from your animal forms, from these primal senses. The ear is just kind of turning, trying to catch sounds. As soon as the hood came back, every now and then there was sort of a reflexive seeking for a sound.
So she's being pursued.
Yeah, I look at you and I go, so I normally I get up on the cart and ride on the top, and I look at you on your way into the cart and I go, Did you wild shape and get stuck? Or no?
Stop and glance up. Sure. We'll go with that.
Awful.
Stuck in
climb up.
like the middle frame of an Animorphs book.
Yes.
That's nightmare fuel.
Dude, that's that deep ass cut.
Okay.
So, as you, Adonis, as soon as you deliver the sure, two shuriken strike the side of the cart just to the left of the door.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh.
Shurikens. Kate, I said shurikens.
Yeah, I heard you.
I'm going to immediately attempt to duck under the cart and hide.
As a reaction, is Rosie able to grab one? Deflect missile style?
She is currently on the front of the cart,
Right.
I assume,
Yeah.
in her classic sense. But you
Right.
didn't actually say. I would be willing to interpret this. I'd be willing to explore the space.
Okay. All right. So if one comes sailing in, then I think Rosie would want to use her reaction to reach out and deflect missile.
Do it. It's a
with the
low. It
others.
was a low attack roll, so this should be very easy.
Okay. And I can use my ranged attack on that, right? It's been a while.
What's a special check? It'll be
Yes.
on your sheet.
It is. I can spend. Oh, I can catch it. Yeah. Use my reaction. The damage I take from the attack is reduced by 1d10.
Yes. No roll for it necessarily.
I guess there's no roll.
Unless you want to throw it back.
No, I don't want to throw it back.
Yep.
I just want to. I want to just snatch
Gonna eat it.
Sure. So just roll that. So you roll the d10, right? That
You roll a
minimizes the
d10.
damage.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Plus half your level and I think your dex.
5 plus 3 plus 8, 16.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So you can catch one like which with the fineness, like a high tea sort of cucumber sandwich.
Oh, of course.
Just like right in the middle, just
Plucked from the air.
Yep.
dainty.
And I'm just taking it to examine it. What do I see?
Do you think this is probably not the first time this has been thrown? This is not new from the store.
Okay.
This is not the result of a midnight QVC order.
Okay. Well, she reaches forward to pat Coriander on the rump, and then yells back through the little window at you. She goes, "Friends of yours?"
Friends, it's complicated.
Yeah, it seems that way. And she tosses the shuriken back to you. So now you have one.
Right? I'm
That's
sure.
that's my gift to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So there is a moment here. You have gained some equipment. There is a moment here where there's a double take opportunity, perhaps even a spit take. If anyone is drinking something, there's an incredible opportunity for that 80s classic.
But the quad take?
Because
Take.
in addition to the tabaxi that you have in the hold, there are also more of them, and but not more tabaxi in general, unless they all are a part of the same sports team. Like maybe they're all a part of the same after school program.
Many new ones didn't work.
So
Are they all wearing matching uniforms?
they appear to be almost identical.
Oh.
You can see one round the corner, around from Acquisitions Incorporated. You can see another one loping, all fours loping, arms hanging low, running toward the cart from the left through a small wooded park.
Okay, how far away?
The one behind you is probably 15 feet from the cart, and the one that's off to the left is 20, but gaining.
Okay. So then Rosie would go Walnut,
Oh.
and then I think she'd start telling her story to Coriander to try to get us out of here.
Before you do that, I'm leaning out the window at them,
Yeah.
and I say, "It's 3 gold, but I think we only have room for maybe 6 more."
Tabaxi taxi.
Okay. How about what do you want?
From the menu.
I know. Give me
All
some.
looks so good.
Yeah, delicious druid flavor. I don't know. I think that's just Rosie's. Rosie's like, I can't do anything about this because I gotta get the car started.
How long does that take normally? Doesn't that take like
It's
10
pretty.
minutes?
Is
It
it 10
takes a
minutes?
while.
Okay, I guess never mind then.
I like the idea that you're trying to start it up though.
Yeah, yeah.
That's exciting for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my. I mean, we're not in initiative yet, but I'm gonna use my what would be a bonus action to transform into a dire wolf.
Woo!
How woo!
The natural enemy of the tobacco.
And this is actually, yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm up on top of the cart and I leap off.
So from inside, Adonis, you know instantly, like you are intimately familiar with these interlopers, and looking out one window, looking out the back, you know there's more you can't see. You know what they're capable of, and as you see them approach, the whole cart is pressed down with a massive weight. Like the whole cart begins to creak on its wheels.
And the smell of dog probably permeates
Oh,
too, huh?
hound.
Yeah.
Wolf.
Sorry. Dire dog.
Yeah, I wanna attack one.
Really?
Jeez.
Yeah.
Great. You gonna jump down?
I wanna jump down.
Okay, go for
I wanna
it.
attack one. All right. I wanna do a bite.
Intensely protective of
Yeah.
our new friend.
This is a good value for 3 gold.
Yeah. I agree.
You're telling me.
Thanks.
Yeah, right.
Well, I don't know if they're attacking.
That's true. They
Oh,
Oh,
Sure,
no,
they're
you
attacking
you have to go hard.
And I'm not gonna. Oh my.
What'd you get, babe? For the podcast.
Oh wow.
Well,
My girl
you were
got
going
a
to
one.
say, I'm not going to not take advantage, right? Is that what you were going to say?
No, I
take that one.
I take that one. All right. So here's what I do.
I can also give you lucky if you want it.
I don't need your lucky.
Okay.
I give them a warning snap.
Yeah.
To back off.
And you bite your lip.
No, I give them a hearty snap. And
Oh, just up top?
I growl, yeah. But menacingly.
Oh, absolutely.
Ooh, that was scary.
Snap.
Thank you.
Mufasa.
Snap into a skinny jean.
You're directing your attention at all of them.
Yeah, I'm like,
You're what you're trying to communicate to them is that this is not their cart. It is in fact your cart,
yes.
and they're not welcome on the cart.
Yes.
Okay, that message has been broadcast
Fantastic.
from a very high point. The ropey cords of saliva are definitely communicating to these cat people that the inn is full.
Fantastic. Then I've done my job. And it was a success. And it might as well have been a 20.
Yeah,
Exactly. There you go.
Well done. Wow.
that's great. After a couple more snaps, you are seeing more than 2.
Oh.
You think the total count, augmented by your wolven senses, is probably 6,
Yikes.
and you're worried that there are more than 6. You're worried that some of them are just better at this.
Okay. Then I back up to the cart and make whining noises at Rosie.
Okay, that's awesome. Just scooch back a little
Yeah.
bit.
And make the,
Okay, so I guess Rosie's gonna have to throw this bitch in a manual then.
yeah,
We're just gonna have to run.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to run alongside the cart.
Okay.
This is all happening in front of the home
Bit of
office.
Acq Inc, yeah.
We're on our own.
Yeah. It's
go-
lunch, so nobody's
Just
around.
go inside and get help.
Why would we do that?
Apparently, we're everyone's boss.
We're the wild card now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can't ask for help.
It's
Kind of
true.
stuff we put up with now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is our life now.
heavy lies ahead.
They're coming for our license. All right.
We're going to run this 3 goals.
What team is this? Okay, so then Rosie would just be like, oh, hell, okay. And she fishes around. She doesn't have any gold to feed Coriander to like get her started up. So she'd be like, gold, Donaar.
Give her the 3 gold that we got.
Oh, yeah. So I feed her that 3 gold. That we, sorry. Yeah, so I feed her the 3 gold pieces, and I'm just like crossing my fingers, like, please, girl, please start up.
So you see the Dragonborn back in the cart with you, slide open a small window and feed the 3 gold that you've just given them through the front, and then you hear a series of loud crunching noises out in front, and Coriander doesn't want to, but is accepting 3.
Of course. I'll make
This
it up
time.
to you. I have 3 now and 10 when we get there.
Oh, so
If
this
there
has
are
all
10
been
there, yeah.
like a matter of taste with this horse? I thought it was like growth or some sort of thing. Like it was just
She likes
her
the flavor.
personality.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, Nelly.
Donaar will remember this.
Too soon. Too soon.
They're very polished coins, to be fair.
Yeah. They're the nicest.
She doesn't take gas pennies.
They're new.
Yeah.
They're new.
Ass pennies?
It's Upright Citizens Brigade.
Got it.
Sorry.
Got it.
So
Tell
it's
you.
so the cart is beginning to skirt away from the front of the Acquisitions Incorporated themed restaurant that you've just escaped from, and these cats are now approaching in a thick cloud.
Can you just call Tabaxi cats? That seems
Yeah.
really racist.
Yeah.
You just call them cats?
Specious.
Meowsers.
Yeah. Meowsers. Just a bunch of meowsers coming at us.
Cat people.
Just asking. I'm just asking.
They are.
Okay,
Very
okay.
reductive.
It's not the word, it's the use and inflection.
There it is.
Exactly. And so you're
Hard X.
so you're looking out the window. So you're looking out the window, both at a reflection of yourself on the inside of the glass, and then an additional reflection just outside. And you can tell that they have got their claws in good on the edge, and it tells you in a voice that everyone else can recognize, but the accent is not going to be as good. I have to apologize for that up front. It says, "You know, there can only be one of us."
Do they all look exactly like Aros?
Identical.
Whoa.
And then on the other side, Cthulhu, you're looking out the other side toward the ones that are jumping in. They are fighting amongst themselves.
Yeah.
And then fighting with each other to get on the other side of the cart. So this cart is now carrying no less than 4 cats as it is rolling through town.
Nice. Okay.
I figure, well, yeah, what can we do? Like a cat removal.
What do they want?
4th level spell, I think.
Investigate.
Go away.
Donaar's just yelling at him.
Yeah, go away.
Go away, you cats.
Go away, you cats. What do you want? Go away.
That's what they say.
Sprayed him with water.
Can't have our license. Go away.
Everyone's after the license.
Go away. We won this fair and square. He yells out the window.
What? Shouldn't you be out there fighting with them?
No, I think that's exactly what I don't want to be doing. I'll tell you what.
Is this like a way of giving them a free ride? That they put on this act like,
I fell for this.
I'll help you pick them off.
okay.
All right,
that,
do this together.
that would prove that.
Chris, that's very funny.
What's your name?
Cthulhu, Drow.
Odaris.
Oh, how kind.
Let's go kick my ass.
Let's go kick my ass.
And so as it's rolling, we're going to go ahead and kind of open the side and start clambering over to see if we can start kicking them off the actual cart.
Exactly. So you kick the door open off of the side, and let's see. What is your acrobatics?
My acrobatics, you need to roll or just my...
Oh, no, you don't have to roll.
Oh,
well, you do have to roll, but you don't have to roll.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. 6.
Just able to hang on, but it's like you kick the door open, like just reach back, and that whip snap, cat leg strength knocks the door back, and they go out with the door against the side of the cart, and then sort of slide slowly back, and She just nods. Just no.
I'm too good.
She's like that I hate Mondays cat.
Yeah, exactly.
Hang in there, baby.
Hang in there, baby.
But it's a dark version.
Yeah.
It's a dark version.
Hates Mondays.
Hates Mondays.
Like, fuck Monday. Like, don't even.
It's just you can't kill all of us. You can't kill all of us.
We can. Rosie's driving. She can hear this conversation. We can.
Can I rip one off the back?
You can. This is Dungeons and Dragons, dude. You can do
I
whatever you
wanna
want.
Try and bite one off the back again. And I'm going to take advantage.
So they're it's like hanging,
Yeah.
just like this
Not bad.
wailing carpet.
15?
15 is good enough
Awesome.
because they're also hanging on to the stuff.
How do you like 10?
I do. Well, I like 10, but they don't like 10.
It's a great base for a mathematics system.
Oh, and they have to succeed on a DC 13
Oh.
strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
They just did.
Well,
They just did. So it's like you bite and snap, and they are hanging on like a cat themed decor from the back of the cart, just like hang on, and then as soon as they're able to swing back, then all the limbs come back on.
Can I scrape us up against some buildings?
Oh, absolutely! That's a great idea.
Try to rub these fools off. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
you're gonna handle some animals.
Oh, I gotta handle an animal? All
Yeah.
right. Oh boy. All right, I'm gonna definitely take advantage on this. Whew. Is that Jack?
I feel like it's Jack. Yeah.
That's Jack. Okay. Okay.
Right, 10 and. Ooh.
Ooh,
That's better.
21.
Absolutely. Describe for me, like, what are you looking for as you're just cruising through these streets? Like, you know the general direction of the gate, but like, what are you looking for to really put some pressure on these cats?
What time of day is it?
This is midday.
Okay. I'm looking for something unpopulated in the middle of the day. So like people, an office that's out.
You're
for
not trying to do the
lunch break.
bizarre thing with the
No.
fruit? Okay.
No.
'Cause that's a look, that's
classic.
It's
That's classic.
It's if a little traditional.
classic
Yeah.
but rude.
Yeah.
And there
very.
are so many of them
Raphael.
around us.
Yeah.
Every alley is a bazaar.
It's just fruit
You gotta
everywhere.
Work hard to find the one
Can't
that's
find
not.
any.
You could drive through a fruited bazaar for 2 full hours.
Yeah. But I got a 21, so I can avoid every piece of fruit in there.
Oh no, you're doing a great job. Just just tell me like in your mind, like what are you looking for?
I'm looking for like a low gabled building where I can start scraping these fools off, like on some shuttered windows might do it, or like some business that has like spikes coming out of it.
You know,
or,
Spike
warehouse.
yeah, Spike Emporium. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
exactly. No, spikes for less.
Yes, spikes for less is exactly where she's looking for.
Okay. So you pull hard left. Coriander enthusiastically follows your lead, and you find yourself on a road that is clearly known for brewing and pubs, and so it is a nightmare of flapping signs and chains. Like it is slapstick executed at the highest level.
Excellent.
You were able to lose 2 cats.
Nice.
So yeah, so there are 2 cats. There are 2 cats left, one on each side of the vehicle, and the one that seems most intent on issuing dialogue. The rest are content to heap up and try to complicate matters. But the one on the door just opens it a crack and says, "Just give us the stone. This is your doing."
I'm both of us standing there, having watched their face kind of creep through. I don't know what you're talking about.
You must be mistaken.
The duplicate, the basically one-to-one analog duplicate of the person next to you says, "You shouldn't trust him. You shouldn't trust her. I wouldn't."
You are the same person.
You have.
She's got a point.
Listen to your argument.
Listen, murderer and thief of transport services, paying the fare appropriately. So who am I going to trust?
No ticket. Donaar, are you feeling a little ill? Rosie yells from the front of the cart.
Yeah, I guess. I was trying to look and see what my AoEs are. I guess I could do that.
Oh,
I still don't understand the situation. Or I do. Donaar doesn't.
Try to get more information. Reach into
Like-
the fish tank.
Are these clones?
I guess.
More or less, foul magic, dangerous doppelganger beasts.
Who's the original?
Obviously me. Why else they would be coming after me?
I asked the other one. I go, who's the original?
Guess.
Oh, that's not helpful! I'm gonna go ahead and while they're having this conversation, try and kick the door once more.
I
Exactly.
pull out the gun. I go, which one?
Here, go ahead.
All right. This would
Just
be
like,
a.
do you remember when I needed a
athletics.
ride and I gave you 3 gold?
Oh no! No! That is a. That's a 2. No, -1 on that one.
So as you lean forward and try to extend your leg in that classic technique, your counterpart just opens the door a little bit. Your foot goes out, and they reach in quick and try to snatch something off of you.
Okay.
They are able to get their hand on the stone, and when they get their hand on the stone and touch it, in an instant, the interior of the cart is full of cats.
Now
man.
when you say cats,
They are shoulder to shoulder duplicates.
cats,
Okay.
tabaxis. You have to be very specific.
Tabaxi.
Okay, and they're all identical
Yes.
to Atlas.
Limbs
Okay.
sticking out.
Yeah. No. So it's just, now there is like a box. Imagine if you could save more by purchasing extra cats.
Yeah.
And that's the situation we have here. We have a max. This is the best value.
I go,
This cart is the container you get at Costco.
oh man, there's too many tabaxi in the back seat.
No.
Like he,
No.
Donaar.
No, it's Donaar's covered in cats now too.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It is nonstop cats and
He
the
has an allergy.
stink.
careless though.
Stink. Wolf nut. The stink of it.
I don't know what's
Oh
going
yeah,
on
the
in
wolf
there.
would be crazy.
I
It's just
want to eat them.
Go.
right. So this is it's
No.
like no one can move an inch, and just the face of this entity pushes its way through an assemblage of limbs over the middle table and looks directly at you and says, "Parlay."
I kind of wince at this and say, parlay.
Perhaps outside would be best.
We're still going.
Yeah, the cart's moving.
Yeah.
Give us a minute.
So
Old one, can you slow it down?
I guess I do. She slows down and she's like, additionally, the cart slowed down because 300 tabaxi just appeared in the back of it. She's like, what the? Well,
No, it's like in the little slot behind
Yeah.
you. There is a tail,
there's a, oh, okay.
like just like sweeping madly back and forth, just like
Yeah.
on your face. No,
So she signals and pulls over safely.
no, it's the coriander's right eye.
But she like leaves the blinker on after she turns.
No, she drives all the way to fucking Red Larch with the blinker on.
blinker on.
Bring her on. She likes the sound.
All right, so they orient themselves in such a way. This is the Dark Souls of Cat Jenga, and they pull themselves out and distribute themselves in a group designed for equitable conversation. It's not a gang thing. They leave a space for you at the outer ring.
As we're making our way out, I look past my temporary allies who are oh so crammed by variations of my physical self.
I'm so very sorry about that. Happens all the time.
I washed it. Don't worry.
Lick, lick, lick.
Step out and begin to make my way through to that center
Yeah.
kind of opening left for me.
He says, we are curious, and it has created problems.
I can understand, probably better than most, seeing as how you're me. Kind of like, and you notice she has her hand kind of in this small pouch within the cloak and just kind of clutching it nervously. How about this? As opposed to working against each other, we work together.
There's only one stone.
There is, but the more I come to understand this enchantment, perhaps all of us could live within this stone that I keep. And I take care of you. Because I'm thinking, and you see like the gears turning in her head.
Well, and these gears are enmeshed. These thoughts are working their way around this ring.
I can be a dangerous cat, but looking amongst the power that these fine felines around me can do in mass, I think together we can do some great things.
He says, would you trust me?
No, but I think that's how we'll all get along smashingly.
All right. She walks up and then just gestures for the stone.
Slowly pull it out.
She puts the soft pink pad of her palm on it, and in an instant becomes a facet, and then is gone. And then one by one, this ring of rogues and fellows decant themselves into the stone.
As the last one vanishes, I kind of take it and put it in my pocket, tap it, turn around. So, keep going, huh?
Yeah. Sounds good.
Great, I'll take the back left corner.
They all got a ride. We should get 3 gold from each of them.
We'd have to take it up with them.
All right, bring them back out.
All right. Well, hey, so you are able to get all the way to Red Larch unimpeded. I want to take a moment to thank Adonis very much for their contributions to the first part of our game.
Dude, I was like, that whole last part, sorry, this is table talky, but I kept thinking, like, there are so many cooler things happening in Waterdeep than what our shit is. Like, whoa! Rosie would just be like, whoa!
It's good stuff. But hey, man, you got to get to the airport.
I do, I gotta get right.
So go and get it. Hey, we're going to go right to our break. Thanks so much. We'll be back momentarily. I'm Jeffrey K. Horcrux, and this is Test C Teams. Our illustrious, newly christened C Team has arrived back through the southern gate of Red Larch. Of course, the southern gate being the one that goes to the larger southern towns is the one with the fancy sign that says Red Larch, the town to be the dragon.
Oh.
Right, the new sign.
Beyond that, I think you know how to get home.
And where do we drop our friend Odolas?
Here, probably just at the along the long road.
Just on the side of the road?
All she was trying to get to was Red Larch.
Oh, I see. Okay, so we dropped her off, and she like scuttled away into the darkness.
It sounds like she's got big plans.
Yeah. Well, I think that Rosie would watch in awe and turn to Walnut and be like, dude, there's some people up to some shit in these realms. You know what I mean? Like, Faerûn is full of... Anyway,
Fun adventures.
Let's do some paperwork.
Everybody's got their own problems.
Wow. That really makes you think.
Really makes you think. Wow.
It's true. We do have some paperwork. And in fact, head office owes us 1,000 silver. So I'm going to go see about that.
Yeah. File a requisition form.
I am.
So tell me about these requisitions.
We are owed 1,000 silver from a job we did for the town of Promise.
That's right.
And it was never delivered.
Promise.
A promise that was not kept. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like Walnut on Grass, documentary level 2. Read A Promise Unkept.
Do we invoice Adonis?
Odoras? Odoras?
Spell it.
Odolas.
Adolus.
Adolis. All right.
Uncommon.
It's a cat.
For the coin per cat.
Coin per cat.
You
Donaar
should.
can. Maybe Walnut will teach you how to invoice.
Yeah. I think we should.
Well, you gotta learn.
The agreement was 3 gold from per Adolis. And I counted a lot. What, like 40? That's like 120 gold.
It's exactly 120
We should
gold.
leave.
That's incredible.
It's roughly.
We don't
No,
know
no,
how to
it's
get in
exact.
contact with them.
I
can do
want to.
I'm going to send a
We write it
message
on a
per
receipt
day.
and leave
Yeah.
it with. Yeah. A message per day.
I can send one per day.
No,
you go.
you put it out. You put it out like on a scratching post.
Yeah.
With some catnip. All right, I'm gonna
Pin
go
it
into the DNC
to her
and
back.
see how. I want to see how Promise holding up.
As you enter, you can see that the new loot, is over against the wall, playing automatically.
Sweet. Love that.
Just like leaning against the stool. And Brahma is behind the bar.
What?
I know.
What time of day is it?
Yeah. What time of day is it?
Let's see. Here, we're probably getting into.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah. We're probably getting into the evening.
Oh, okay. So I walk up to the bar and I go, "Hello."
Oh my God. You want to take it again?
No, that's what she says.
She says,
She's not smooth.
No, that's what Rosie says.
Oh yeah, that's great. And Walnut goes, "Hail and well met."
Even better.
she says, "You hungry?
Yes.
What do you want?
Meat.
I have some meat."
Did your wild shape back in your...
It's real love.
No, she's back in her human form. She can only keep that for like 2 hours. So.
Okay.
She slices off a few hunks of beef
Walnut.
and just puts them on a simple wooden tray and puts it on the bar, scoots it towards you.
Walnut starts eating with her hands.
Is it raw?
No.
You said hunks of beef. People don't say, like, I put a cooked beef on your plate.
You're right. They never say I put a cooked beef on your plate. That's not a part of our language.
But
So
it's D&D, so it could be.
Yeah, D&D they might.
So I eat my cooked beef on my hands.
Your hunk of
my hot beef
hunk
food.
of beef.
And I ask her, "How are you feeling?"
Better.
Good.
I had to take over the DNC for a little while.
Why?
Something happened with Auspicia,
What happened to Auspicia?
but she might want to tell you. She might want to tell you herself.
I look back at Rosie. Are you in earshot?
Yeah.
I look back at you with a worried look. Like, we should figure this out.
Yeah. Where are they?
I think they went to Gordon.
Oh, we know where that is.
She said not to go there,
Okay.
and she said that you would want to, but to tell you not to.
Okay, well,
Does all that track?
yeah, but I think we'll still go. I mean, I guess maybe not. What do you think?
That sounds like family business. I don't want to get in the way of family business.
I do. Constantly.
She says, I don't know if you can talk to these birds. They are defending the drone and courtier from customers.
Okay.
They are do you see what I mean?
Okay.
They think that this is like a temple or something. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. I got it. Okay.
She says, can you help me with something
The birds?
back here? No, you can figure out the birds.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, I can figure out the birds.
I'm sure you can figure out the birds. They're very small and crushable.
All right. No, it's just, she says it's back here.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I can help you.
So she brings you back by, Prophet has a set of 3 kegs
Sweet.
that she keeps sort of in rotation seasonally back along the top. She says, there's something going on, like with this
Ow.
top one, there's something, and then she reaches over and then she just attacks you.
Oh, okay, cool. That's what I thought was going to happen. I was like,
She's just like, this is all messed
is
up, and then
the
just
Yeah.
sweet.
pounces on you. There's a ladle clatters
I'm fully attacked.
in the kitchen.
I'm cool with it.
All right, and then she straightens you out a little bit, and then she's like, "No, it doesn't look right." She messes you back up, and then she comes back out. Perfect composure. She starts arranging things.
I
And she
go
says,
to
and
leave.
she says, "Thanks."
She says thanks.
Yeah.
Rosie says, that was quick.
I look at Rosie and I go, what was? Nothing. I wasn't doing anything. You were.
I wish.
Anyway.
But see, she's just sort of drawing little shapes on the surface of the bar. You think it looks like she's just like sketching words or
Okay.
just a like a nervous habit she has.
All right.
And then she sort of like leans over the bar, and just like invites you down, just close. She says, "A couple days ago, Auspicia could hear everyone in the bar, even when they weren't speaking." And Prophet did not like that.
That sounds like it could be quite a gift. Or it could be very problematic for her.
Yeah.
She's been through a lot.
I think Brahma's only telling you this.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
the rest
okay.
of us can't hear it.
Oh, well, then I say that to Brahma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, I think if anybody can figure it out, Prophet can. So how'd things go down there?
With that,
Yeah.
Yes, perfect.
Donaar was not inside. Donaar was outside, cleaning the cat stink out of the car.
Just like, no,
And he just
hosing it down.
it has to be the thing where
just
no, it has to be the thing where he's like taken the breastplate off and like the back plate, and then like the tabard is just like pulled down, and it's just like the chest,
yeah.
and he's out there. He's out there washing and waxing.
Yeah.
Stacy's mom.
It's just
Somehow,
like yeah.
yes, somehow like the butt cheeks are really shiny.
And it looks like a T-bird.
Yeah, for some reason.
Yeah.
Just for the scene.
He's got jorts. Yeah.
You can prestidigitate like 1 cubic foot at a time in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, were you out there with me cleaning?
Oh,
Yeah,
probably.
I'm getting swatted at by these birds though.
All right. So after we're done cleaning, on that note, just kick in the door, just like all loud and just like, wild card license, baby! Profit! Check out the license!
Are you still mostly nude? Also, what are you holding when you say that?
It's the little card that says Prince. It just says wild card, like written underneath.
Prince WC.
It's wild card.
Slams it down on the bar. Profit! Where's Profit?
She's not here.
Brahma!
It doesn't matter.
Look at it!
It doesn't matter who it is.
What does she say to that?
Yeah.
She takes it and she's like, nice.
Damn right.
Yeah, there,
Puts it in his wallet.
yeah. He's like, oh, Omen's really outdone himself.
Yeah.
There's a real one too, but it's not that one. But there is an actual one filed.
Really?
Yeah, that we do have.
Great. Did you pick up any new jobs?
We did. We have one from one Salith Crypt Garden. Interestingly enough, in an encampment in the Crypt Garden Forest, which I will be interested to return to. Not an area I'm familiar with, but a lot of memories in that forest. And then she just kind of trails off and like stares into the distance.
Well, so the Crypt Garden Forest is the site of the Nemazir, right?
Yeah. So
Right.
just as a recap for friends new and old,
Right.
Nemazir, the city founded by Mendes Vale using a corruption of the Enclave's druidic magic. He created a seed that, when planted, would create an entire city instead of what it usually did. And honestly, it's a matter for philosophers which one of these is actually more moral. I mean, one of these creates a city where people can live ostensibly, and the other one is a engine of war designed to wage war on largely civilian populations underground. So
Right.
it's hard to say,
Listen, that clip's not perfect. But it was on the site of Walnut's ancestral home.
Oh, no, absolutely. I think there's a case to be made that it's very bad to take people's awesome stuff and fuck with it.
Nobody's perfect. Nobody's Nemazir.
Nobody is Nemazir.
But that is along the long road north past West Bridge. Nemazir is there to the left
Certainly.
North.
on that edge.
Was the job provided by a Salith?
That was the name of the person who.
No, he's saying that to Walnut.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
And I go, yes, that's here, Salith Crypt Garden.
And does that?
It's not interesting.
I mean, we don't have to do it. Yeah.
No. It's a great. We should absolutely do it as a test of the wild card license.
Well, I think we got.
To
This is a-
reaffirm.
No, it's rah rah.
We our wildcard license allows us to like steal other jobs, but this is a job that we got sent, so I don't think this is a wildcard situation.
Oh, sure, but it's the first job we got after the wild card license, so it's sort of an inaugural.
It's a celebratory job.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what? Sure. Let's do it.
I think we should rest up and we should just kick off this job.
Sure. Do you want a short or a long rest?
I think we should do a nice long rest after that fight.
Dude, did you know
Good
on
idea.
D&D Beyond,
Yes.
you just press the long rest button
Oh,
and then
it's so
everything
good, guys.
resets?
It couldn't be
Guys,
simpler.
It is incredible.
I'll do it right. I'll do it live.
Confirm. 3,
do it live.
2, 1.
I'll do it
Watch
now.
me rest. Watch me go. Watch me go.
Watch me go. I did it.
Long
me go.
rest.
It's gonna-
Relevant
it's gonna-
abilities have been
Watch me go.
reset.
Take long
Incredible.
rest.
So the
It is.
technology
I say, with
here,
no embellishment, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me.
single
This is better
greatest
than
accomplishment.
the birth of my daughter.
I
I
Yes.
wish this had come out.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I would have been a lot
Boy, if
less
she
disappointed.
popped this baby out,
Yeah.
Can't wait to
Something to be proud
put
of.
you through college.
hello, Walnut. How are you?
Good.
Is there any way I can be of assistance?
Is there any way? Oh, you Brahma?
No.
Oh, you Jerry? Mm-hmm. No, I think that I will go up to my room, write my form saying, "Give me my 1,000 silver." Put that in the mail, and then. Do I see the birds at all?
If you look for them, you can.
Yeah. Okay. I want to look for the birds real quick before bed.
Put that in your mail and send it.
Yeah.
Tom.
Give me that perception roll. Where are you looking for them? Right down
At the windowsill.
at the windowsill?
Yeah. 7 and 8, 15?
So they are under the impression that if they sit in the planters and hold very still, that they are not there. And you can tell. You can tell that this is a real course of action they've taken.
Okay. I go outside, and I stand in front of them, and I turn into a hawk right in front of them. And I spread my wings to their full width.
The full wingspan?
What is your wingspan? I don't know. Because I want to know.
I think like this.
Like 3 feet?
Have you ever done that thing? If you go to like the Ottawa Society where you can like put your hands out to see how everything.
Yeah.
I think theirs is like this. But anyway, I spread my wings out, and I go, "Hear me."
They bow, like their beaks are in the dirt.
You will not bother the humans coming here to eat and rest.
This is like a temple to you, daughter. This is a sacred place, and it must be protected from all who would befoul it.
What makes it sacred is that some come to eat and rest. It is a place of respite.
What if unknown to you, a brigand enters?
Then we will deal with the brigand.
For the podcast, Jerry's doing the arm thing again.
I go,
Very well.
I say this, I say, should any danger come to this place, you are simply to tell Malayan. You cannot stop it.
We Jays have our
No.
techniques.
No. 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 I say, you, Jays, are so swift of wing. You're better served as a messenger, surely.
What of our tuft, daughter? Is it not stately?
Stately and so aerodynamic and stable does it make you?
Truly, nature's most blessed gift.
Surely not even I can compare with it.
Well, certainly, and I would only make a point of comparison that the sparrow has no such tuft.
Of course not. He is small in his ways.
Well, some have said he is a mouse.
Yes, of
I-
course.
These are only rumors.
Some call them truths. And then Walnut just gets really, really tired of it, and she goes, "Well, I'll be on my way, but remember what I've said here today."
Is the other window an appropriate place?
No, never, ever the other window, especially at night. Not the other window. You can stay at this window,
Yes.
and
Yes, for now.
the dance is fine. I think maybe they find that funny.
All right. Well, it would appear it would appear our business is concluded then.
Fantastic. Thank you for your service. And Walnut turns back into Walnut and walks back into DNC and just like looks so completely exacerbated and just goes straight up to her room and does the face first like 2-frame animation fall into bed. Yeah.
But like boots still on.
Oh,
boots
everything on.
hanging off the edge.
I'm pretty sure she just never takes off any of it.
Oh, I don't think
it's
so.
just
I think
constantly
she's
on.
used to sleeping. I think that she sleeps in all that stuff.
Technically, she doesn't sleep.
Well, no, she enters reverie
There you go.
in the raiment of her mother's mother. Now, what's next? How we living?
Does anybody else do stuff in the night?
Are you
In the night.
What else are we doing? 'Cause I want to go up,
Do it.
What are you gonna do?
climb up like this, inspired by those J's.
We've learned that like this kind of interaction is how we get Walnut to talk to us.
Talk to me now, Walnut.
No, so you flop onto the bed, but you hear in your mind, AnlkzH, are you awake? Wait, I'm sorry. You awake?
Oh, you really knock on the
I'm
door?
outside the door, and I do not.
Another
Yeah.
waking mind.
You
And then I
hear
wake in mine again.
the most exacerbated teenager sigh you've ever heard in your life. And the door just swings open and she goes, "What?"
Something important for you to be aware of. And I thought, should I tell you while we're taking this job on? But then you'd be upset if I hadn't told you about it prior. And even though it might make it weird, I figured you should know previous to our interaction with the job giver for the task.
And she can't help herself. She almost laughs, and then she says, "Just come in. What are you trying to say to me?" She shuts the door.
Still, right next to the door, I say, in the Sangolith, when my eyes were taken, I was given a vision of why the Sangolith wanted to accumulate these other gods. And in that vision, as a show of its power, it undid a relationship in time. But that relationship was that of your father.
What?
Your father was Salith Cryptguard, but is no longer somehow.
And she just walks back and sits on the bed and she goes, "Okay. I have some questions. Why come to me now with this? You had so much time in which to tell me this."
I'd assumed the name would never come up again. But the Sangolith is cruel in its machinations. I should have assumed.
So where I would have one family member, now I have none.
Maybe it can be reassembled if we destroy it, if we destroy the Sangolith. Maybe it would be righted.
I don't know what to do with this.
I don't either. But I figured you'd rather know than not know.
I suppose you're right. Thank you for telling me. Thank you for telling me. And she looks at you. And she says very sincerely, "Thank you for telling me." But then she pauses. She says, I really wish you had told me sooner. And I know that he doesn't understand that, but
I will tell you everything sooner from now on.
I wish you would.
Dang, y'all.
It's just gonna be
See his way out.
Okay.
Pass the bird on the banister.
He left out a real important detail.
Which part?
Who her dad is.
Who her dad is.
Oh.
That's okay. No.
I assume that was by
hold on.
choice.
Well,
Yeah,
hold
I
on a
did
second.
too. I did
Hold on a
too.
second. Was that part of that vision?
Yes.
You want to do this?
Dude, it would be so Cathris for him to come back right now because he just told her he would tell her everything sooner.
Okay. All right, let's do it. And Walnut goes, yes.
The Sangolith must be destroyed. It undid the relationship between you and Sally's Crypt Garden. And in his place, it connected Mendes Vale.
You see her face fall. And she says, thank you for telling me. And then she closes the door.
What does Walnut remember about Mendes Vale on our previous interactions?
Yeah.
That
think
he
he's a
was
piece of shit.
using a corrupted version of the Enclave's magic, that he
The
was
Daughters
in
of
charge
Maleth.
the Daughters of Maleth, which now she recognizes that, Maleth is good, and that he was using a corruption of like her image, basically, so that he's all bad. And that he had a bunch of, not like the but he had a bunch of those symbols. He had a necklace of 5 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So he was in line with the Sangolith. So it's like he's all bad. And then he also appeared to
He was
Walnut.
underwater.
Yeah, he was underwater. He also appeared to Walnut on top of the cart and was basically like, I'll get you later.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like teasing her about it.
Okay. So not Mendes Vale's biggest fan.
No.
Okay.
No.
She just has like a really bad feeling about him.
She doesn't
Yeah.
have a Google alert.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Woof.
Yeah, I just stand at the banister outside the room. Maybe I trance there. Maybe that's where I take it.
I think that Rosie and Donaar have been hanging out downstairs, and Rosie's been trying to tease out of him how much money he has, secreted away, and she's doing it in this really this way that's designed to appeal to Donaar's ego. She's like, I bet you don't have 100 gold.
You know how many games of chance I've won since you know me? Since you met me?
It's like 200? 200 gold?
It's like 200.
Except more?
Oh, yeah. And he really doesn't know exactly how much.
He just knows it's a lot.
Yeah.
And where, you don't have a lot of, bags jingling around. Where are you keeping all this gold?
Oh. I got places.
Is that right?
Gold places.
Lefts.
Folds.
I don't keep it all on me.
Got it. Okay. I was wondering if...
In fact, there's a little gold piece right.
Wow! She hates it. Wow!
And he goes, eh?
Nope. She does not like this. I was wondering if, by any chance, you have... It's not even that much, but it's 500 gold that I could borrow.
Borrow?
Yeah. I'll pay you back.
I don't know. We got a saying where I'm from that says, no. Don't do that.
My parents said it to me a lot.
Don't borrow, lend money. Don't borrow or lend money.
They say that in Donaar? It's a new one.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
all they say.
All the time? Just constantly?
It's on the sign when you go in.
Okay. I mean, I've
It could be a
done.
law
Yeah.
if it's up on the sign.
Can't help everyone.
Isn't it the
Don't
second
borrow
part?
or lend money.
Unless it's the second part is like there's an asterisk and then it says unless it's a very good friend that you trust a lot.
No, they say that's when you should do it the least.
Really?
Also, you know,
Yeah.
And furthermore,
get it.
you know,
Maybe a couple weeks ago, but
yeah, maybe a couple weeks ago, but I don't know.
okay. Well, I mean, I would be able to cover it myself, but I put all of my money back into the orphanage. So
Yeah, so they're probably due to pay you back.
Well, it's kind of a nonprofit donation situation, and I just generally I tend to put my money, to helping kids. So that's why I don't have the cash right now. But
Well, where's this money gonna go?
well, you remember how my son died, and you were the one who told me don't let another of your children, don't make me kill. I think you said something like, "Don't make me kill another of your children." And then Pendragon killed himself. And thinking of your advice, I negotiated with Omen to have him resurrected, which is an expensive fee. But even so, I think Omen gave us a company rate, and it's only 500 gold to resurrect my child, which is something I think that you would agree is the right move.
You got a lot of kids. We didn't resurrect those other ones at the wedding.
Well, no, but,
I'm not made of dead kid money.
okay.
Wow.
Okay, all right. So
it's a good very Donaar
Yeah.
statement.
if you refuse to lend me this money, it's kind of like you're killing my kid again. Which I know you don't want to do. So you're kind of in a pickle, huh?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you put it like that,
Yeah.
I'm gonna need some sort of like return rate, though.
Sure. Yeah, I'll pay you a return rate. We get Walnut to write us up a return rate document in the morning.
Yeah.
That's totally fine.
That
I'm
seems like
happy to do that.
That seems like a thing people have when they lend money.
Rosie 100% intends to pay this debt back. Like, this is not her trying to swindle Donaar, but
I know, but
she does need that money.
he's a dumb kid, yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, so,
And he's a dragonborn, so he's dragony. He's hordish.
oh, sure.
Yeah,
That's
so
good. That's good role-playing right there.
This is like he thinks of his like
this is-
savings
this
as
is-
like
yeah.
his hoard.
This is his little dragon
His little
horde.
dragon hoard.
Yeah.
I will pay you back, and I will also cook your favorite desserts every day until it's paid back.
Till it's paid back.
Okay.
All right.
All right, your favorite dessert every day for a month after it's paid back.
You think it'll pay back in quicker than a month?
Oh, yeah.
How about for a year?
Desserts for a year, every day,
Yeah,
and I pay you back
in a month.
in less than a month.
All right.
All right, cool. Thank you.
All right.
And she holds her hands out.
What'd she say?
Money, please.
Money, please.
So he takes a gold pouch that he's got on him, and there's like 200 gold in it, and he gives it to her. And then
She can tell by holding it for half a second. She's like, it's light. And she stops herself. She's like, sorry, it's not quite enough.
he's like standing up. He's like, I'm not done.
Yeah, I love that she knows just by weight.
Exactly.
And then he starts going over to different parts of the room, and there's like little tiny like bags of gold, like like one under a floorboard,
my
and like
God.
one like in a nook behind the bar. He's just got like little bits of gold hoarded all around the room. And it
Easter
takes
egg hunt.
it's very much like an Easter egg hunt where they're just like in little groups of 10, where he's just like pulling them out of like, there's a little mouse hole and he's pulling 10 out and he's just going all over.
This is how you know Donaar feels comfortable at the DNC. It's because he's secreted his stash.
Exactly, because he has allowed it to be his hoard.
Yeah.
And then he goes in his room and he gets some, and then he just like unannounced just pushes in qouccw's room. I don't know if you're still in the banister or not. He just goes in your room
No, I think
and then
you-
just walks out with money.
I think you should go on my person. Like
Yeah.
as I'm tranced, you just go into my
Yeah,
cloak
you just-
and you get.
takes like 20 gold off
But it's his money.
But it's his money, yeah.
had it the
It's
whole
his
time,
money,
you
he's
had
hit
no
it on
idea.
you.
Yeah, you hit it on me.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah.
So you
You cough up 500.
Yeah.
five pennies? Okay.
You know,
Thank
write that
you.
on your sheet.
Yeah, right over.
Yeah, right.
Well, I was just
Negative
going to say,
500
I mean,
gold.
think about it like this.
It's in my equipment.
Yeah.
Thanks to D&D Beyond, it's
Oh,
Thanks to D&B Beyond.
faster than ever to lose that money.
it's faster than
see
ever
that money
to give Rosie B. Stinger 500 GP.
He's better be.
It's for a noble cause.
It is.
He's getting it back.
Do you
That's
want me to
right.
write a letter to a courier?
Yeah, I was thinking either that or we put it in the hordes person bag.
Oh yeah, we'll do
Because we
that.
can just instantaneously pay Omen for it.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
You know, back there, you almost certainly have a memory when you were there, just of seeing something like a row of post office boxes, with people just pulling things out, just like almost like it's a combination like post office box and old style operator switchboard, just objects just being moved from place to place and then being deposited from nowhere in there. Yeah, like a library card file or something like that.
Yeah.
And so with that gold, then she would also go into qouccw's room, and while he's still trancing,
I have
put the gold
I
onto
didn't-
his person.
I was going to say I didn't get changed or anything. I'm just standing at the banister with wearing the bag still.
Or bank.
Yeah, so if you want to come and transact, I'm not awake. I'm not here.
It's like setting yourself up as a vendor in EverQuest and
Yeah.
in the bazaar and then logging off. So she puts the 500 gold into the hordes person bag, and there's a little note that she slips in with it too.
Nice. Does it not say anything that I
Yeah.
should know?
It says, please don't fuck it up. RB.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. So, Kafris, Kafrisked.
You got it. Yeah.
So, there is a note in an envelope that has been closed into the door of your room. So that were the door to be opened, the note would almost certainly fall to the ground.
Okay, yeah. So let's say that after a portion of this trance, I will say, no, I'll get ready for my day. And then I open the door. Envelope lands. Look at it.
Yep.
Examine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you don't think it's been adulterated in any way, except for, and there's no trace. Yeah, exactly. No, there's no trace of unsightly, maudlin emotions or any kind. I think it's a very clever, even hand, but she is on the front of the envelope. She has written her name instead of your name, just to let you know who it's from
Okay. That makes sense.
right away. You don't have to wonder. And the note that she leaves you implies two main things. One, that she came because she thought that it would be useful to miss her. That there would be something interesting and novel in her having been there and then leaving. She had a sense that this would be useful information to you.
My eyes fall on that, and I make the But like not actually missing, but like tracks.
Yeah, exactly. Like just this information,
That's smart.
new data, new data. And she says that she is always available to confer on this topic or others at the newly created Acquisitions Incorporated headquarters in Neverwinter.
What? Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Fold that up.
Eat it.
Oh, yeah, but I do like having heard of such things
Yeah.
told. I do sniff the contents of the envelope. Like, what am I greeted with here? Is there anything there?
Yeah, it's like a potpourri of various herbs and fresh harvested
Like 11?
flowers. Well, also spices.
Am I aware of them, or do
Cardamom.
they remain?
Thyme.
Am I aware of them?
Or do I not know what they are, perhaps? Or
Yeah, it's a suite of folk magic remedies in various concoctions. I mean, you've seen her kit. You know how it's got a deep roster in there, and you think that everything that she touches and every place that she is for long enough tends to take on that that potpourri cabinet olfactory aspect.
so I will. I'll sit down at my desk and produce paper to write on, and I write. Dear Fen, appreciated receipt of your letter. Very smart about the missing a person thing. Which was the scent that you left in the envelope, was it intentional? And what are its components?
The important part.
I'm just curious if you put as much thought into that as well as the rest of it. Sincerely, Cathris. And then trying to think of what I would put in there. Wow, just something to remind.
Yeah, what's his response?
Something to remind them of you is what typically is the case.
You're going back through what you recall is recommended best practices.
Right. So it's just oh well, okay, just cut myself, a little blood on there, and then maybe just some of this get some of that beard dandruff in there.
That's nice.
And some eraser dirt that I've got there. Bits of cork. That's nice.
Yeah, they love that. They love it.
Phlegm.
Just spit all over it.
Yeah. All the fluids you got, little tear.
Oh yeah, that's very tasteful.
Yeah, I think so.
I wish Rosie was awake because she'd know what to do. Oh well. Close it up. She got the spit after all. Lick the envelope.
Rosie would not have changed a thing that you just did.
Yeah, I'll just have to put in the mail. Hope it gets there.
A lot
Absolutely.
of paperwork in this game.
Yeah.
A lot of paperwork in this game.
This game is about paperwork. That's my ultimate fantasy, and I've somehow roped all of you into it. I'm prepared to simulate the universe,
Wow.
in response to your decisions.
Well, I think we're all snoozing now. You getting your 8?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's get that rest.
Did Omen reply to the bag of gold?
You are welcome to interact with Cathris.
I'm awake now.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
You just go anyway.
I was like, good morning. Start rifling through
like eating.
the horse person bag. Did I see anything new in there?
Yeah. There's
For absence.
you
Anything
see
missing?
you see the note that you put in,
Yeah.
but on the back on the back of the same piece of paper is written, I never do.
That's just our little call and response that we. It's a me and Omen thing.
I'm imagining Rosie's like full on in the bag with your
Little
legs
feet
kicking out.
Because Rest is like,
Right. You find everything you need?
Like a Pooh Bear sort of scenario.
Yeah.
If we've been all writing letters too, because I mentioned this before, but Donaar has been doing this every night. When he went back to his Jannar and he couldn't get in, and he came back, he had been trying to write back to Cathra because he got a letter from her. So I imagine he would still be doing that each night.
Yeah. So
Just so that's in there.
Oh, no, I assumed as much. So historically these have been placed in the regular mail.
Well, yeah, because
You haven't gotten a response, and it's been a fair bit now.
And he shook down the mail delivery guy the one time because he was like, "How did I get a letter?
Right, yeah.
Like, how did one get to me? Where is she at? Is she still in the town or whatnot?"
Right. So are you continuing to use the regular means of communication, like the regular mail, or have you investigated any other?
I think he's still. There's been other stuff going on, and it's been in his mind, but not at the forefront of his mind. But he's still been, keeping the candle burning, as it were.
Okay, cool.
When I come downstairs, it's clear that Walnut had a really rough night. And she goes up to Ctharis, and she, are you like sitting at a table or something like that?
Yeah.
And she stands behind me and she goes, Ctharis. And she goes like she's gonna shake your hand.
Is it gonna be like a psych type thing?
Oh no.
And
Dabs.
and then she does. No. And then she goes like she's gonna shake your hand, but her hand goes past your wrist to your forearm and holds your forearm. And then her other hand grabs your hand and she looks you in the eye and she goes, "Thank you for talking to me last night."
ooh.
I mimic it back. And I say, of course. But I'm like struck by the weight of it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just like, oh, no problem. There's actually like, oh, yeah, yes, of course.
And then after that, she immediately straightens back up and she goes, "Okay, got a job to do."
Yes. That's it.
Sure do. I'm still in the bag.
Oh, you're still in the bag?
Yeah, it's just my feet. There's been this really solemn moment between you two and Rosie's feet over there the whole time.
I pull you out of the bag. I'm like, "Grandmother, are you okay in there?"
Oh, thank you. I did not have an escape
My
strategy.
God. No. All right, where's the big guy? Go, big guy.
Hey, big guy.
Donaar comes out of his room and just goes, "Dessert for breakfast."
Oh, jeez. I made a devil's bargain.
What did you
tromps
do?
into the kitchen.
Dang it.
I don't want to talk about it.
You sure that I don't get to check something off of my to-do list?
Oh, was that on your to-do list?
It was a quest.
Oh, yeah. I was able to
Secure funding?
Yeah, secure some funding from an angel investor, and Pendragon's resurrection has been paid for.
Well,
Yes.
we are just off to a great start this morning.
Yeah, she's bouncy this
Yeah.
AM.
Yeah. She's and I think that
Very motivated.
Rosie made like the
Nothing wrong
flavorless biscuit that
Oh, no.
Walnut loves.
Her dog
for them.
biscuit?
Yeah. It's got the nuts and like the sticks coming out of it. And so she's made this like plate and she's like, "You're in a good mood?"
Walnut goes, "Absolutely nothing wrong here."
Uh-oh.
And she eats all of the biscuits.
Slow,
And-
constant.
Yeah. And you're like, "Those were for all week."
Yeah, so Rosie, by the way, has already received, I think in the mail, several deliveries of gemstones today. Like she's already working on the repayment plan.
Oh, okay.
It's already she's starting to call in debts. So that was her strategy. She's like, I only need a month because
Blood
that's
money.
how long. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not getting paid back in gold, but you're
He's
getting paid back.
in
Blood.
blood money.
Yeah, not always. It's really not all that bad.
No, I like it better.
There's also bone money.
No, that's
There's
great.
bone money.
That's so great.
Yep.
Bone marrow money.
Skin money,
That's good if he doesn't know.
flesh money. Yeah. So she'll take it to like an exchange and get actual gold to pay him back. She's not going to give him the emeralds or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, she's already starting to get that money in.
Wow. Okay, so this is. I have to make a special note of that. So you have actively.
I stayed up last night writing letters.
So it's not about, because there's the regular money that comes in from people who, for whatever reason, just think it's a good idea.
Sometimes it is.
So you have, in whole or in part, reactivated the bee stinger, like portions of the bee stinger family.
What I would say that I have done is
Hey, don't prevaricate with me.
I would say that I have simply written some letters to some people who know that they owe me.
Correspondence.
Of course, it's just a letter, Jerry. And I have asked for remittance of payment that has been previously, up to this point, forgiven. And I would not call that an activation of any kind.
This is the moment every dungeon master dreams of. I've put this out there. I have laid it out there for you. It's going to be so easy if you just push this button. This golden ticket.
I'm saving it. I know you're hungry.
All right. So Brahma is still. Brahma got up before you. Forehead kiss.
I go, there she is.
But she's down. But she's got to run the place basically. So she's doing her best.
I say, we're heading out for a spell.
How long?
Shouldn't be too long. You know we get the job done. And Walnut flexes under her armor.
She
Wild card.
Yeah,
She
I got a wild card.
Yeah. She sort of adjusts her posture in response, and gives you a brief comical salute, and then keeps just goes back to sort of uselessly making minute adjustments to the little ecosystem behind the bar.
I say, I hope they come back. You get some rest soon.
She says, "I got this.
You got it?
I got this. I was born to do it."
I go, all right, well, we'll see you soon.
Maybe not born to do it. Yeah, she waves the group out, and then as you're leaving, people are starting to come in the morning and start to populate the place. So it seems like she'll have some company at least.
Okay. I give, on the way out, if I see the J, I just give him like the most stern look.
Give me the perception roll.
You're gonna love it.
Hey!
27.
Healthy.
That is very good. The J has made a little nest.
What?
You can sort of see the nest, like as the awning comes back and then goes over, and in the little crook there above the door, he has manufactured a stately little pocket.
That's very
He's clearly got plans. Like his campaign is ready to move here.
Post it up. All right, well, then I'll give him a
The
little
sticks are just so.
salute.
Yep. He is tucking things around. He turns around. There's still a branch, just like in the craw, and he gives you a little wave with his right talon.
All right, well, that's good. He's not bothering anybody, so perfect. It's good. good to have hobbies. Let's get
God,
out
I
of
wish
here.
Rosie could talk to this bird. She would love him.
I'm happy to teach you.
Downtime activities.
Dude, downtime activities. Learn bird.
Learn bird.
Happy to
this
teach
one.
you so easy.
Yes. All right. Learn bird.
Anybody can do it. If I can do it, you can do it.
All right. Okay. Seriously. Learn bird.
So when you are out, so you're heading north on the long road. You're cutting left, and there's just like there's a recognition just in your mind, Rosie, like when it's like in your mind there's always a map. Like I know how I would think of it, but how does Rosie like perceive herself in space? Like, does she think about the world as a map that people travel on? Or, you know what I mean? Like when she is thinking about where she is, like what's her sense of her like awareness of that space?
Yeah. I think everything is like she's enjoyed creating the maps, doing the cartography that she has done, even in a localized sense. But I think that the mapping is definitely what she is doing in her head, especially as we travel from town to town.
Oh, making those notes.
Yeah, and adding features and figuring out how best to iconographically represent things as we pass them. She's like, oh, there's that crazy.
Oh, those
cool
notes.
bridge.
She's basically like adding all the metadata.
Yeah, oh yeah, because it's important. The transference of information is the whole point of the map. So she's like, what's the most efficient way to transfer this information on a small scale? So yeah, I think that she's constantly thinking about the practice of mapping, but this particular area she's mapped pretty thoroughly already. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you can feel it, almost just like a little weight on your shoulder. You know, at some level when the cart leaves the Desserin Valley proper. Like you know when you are outside the sandbox. Something else that you're noticing as you went north is that the Red Larch forest that has been growing in the sort of northwest of Red Larch proper has not slowed at all. It was founded, of course, during a battle last season, but it is growing in a way that is not 100% statistical.
more of a fractal
Well,
situation.
it's within a year. This will be at Red Larch.
Oh. Is it destructive in its growth? Is it like growing
It
through?
just looks like a forest. I mean, as far as you know, as far as you've heard, this is simply what it looked like before.
Well, in the center of this forest is Walnut's daughter, right?
Correct.
The actual red larch that's growing there.
Well, the Nemazir in the center of it.
Right. Okay. So this reminds Rosie that she still hasn't named that forest on the map.
Ooh.
So she would turn to Walnut and like tap on the roof.
Just right behind.
Yeah. And point to the forest, and she would say, "Walnut, did you ever give your daughter a name?"
I told you, forest names themselves.
Let me rephrase. Do you know if this forest has named itself yet?
I wouldn't see why it hasn't.
We should ask sometime. I would love to add that detail to my map. It's the one thing it still needs.
I'm sure Nolane would know.
How do we get in touch with her?
I know just the birds.
You know, I like those birds.
Yeah, do ya?
Yeah, I think there's something about them. I think they got moxie. You know what I mean?
They certainly have moxie.
I'd love to hear about those birds' lives.
Oh, would ya? Would ya?
Yeah, you know, I really would.
Oh, well, they are something. They're just something. Anyway, off we go.
Okay, so I guess that's like a personal side quest then.
Yeah.
Is that's the kind of thing that Rosie would, maybe on the way back, she would
I
love to.
will. Write it in the name of the thing.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Dr.
so there's a seam sort of that exists between this red larch forest as it is growing and spreading north, sort of into the embrace of the greater crypt garden forest, like commingling, like species-wise, as it moves into that colder northern area.
Oh, so the forests are growing up
They're
against
growing
each other.
together,
Okay.
exactly right.
Okay.
So they're the footprint, the combined footprint of the two sections is profound at this point.
Yeah, that's huge.
But as you,
I have a lot of changes to make to my map.
well, exactly, yeah, I think a lot of people have a lot of changes to make to their maps.
Update your maps.
Update your maps. Just go. It's in help.
Don't worry, I'm sure the loggers will come soon, and then
Yeah.
my eco-terrorism background will become handy once
We'll
again.
come to the fore. So as you are moving out, but there is a little seam where they almost touch. There's like a little path that people have been putting to work. And so the cart is trundling along this very young road, and Coriander is complaining in her way.
Gnashing herself?
Well, there's some like snap style, almost like a mousetrap type snaps. Sometimes her jaw just closes fast when she and heavy footfalls.
She doesn't want to ask Donaar for more gold, so she asks Walnut.
Oh my gosh, she's
You don't happen to have any gold? I think Coriander's hungry. Do you have any gold on you?
No. And I never have.
Horrified at the idea.
And then do I hear this? Because I'm not-
Yeah. She's not trying to be quiet.
But I have some.
Yeah, but she doesn't want Donaar to even hear that she's asking for more gold.
Oh, wait, that's great. So the walnut will be like, no. And then she goes, goes upside down in the cart, knocks on the window, and then he goes, Cathars, do you have gold?
I have a little gold. Who needs gold?
You too?
And then she goes, Rosie needs gold. And so Donaar can hear it.
Let me see what I have. Oblivious to this.
Yeah.
What are you looking for? I've got about.
It's just
Donaar pushes his snoop through the window.
but it has to.
Why are you trying to get more gold? Did you kill another
It's for whispering this?
Yeah.
No, it's for Coriander. She's hungry. She's not going to take us the rest of the way. She's not going to get us much further unless we feed her more. It's not for me.
What's she in for? Maybe 10?
Yeah, I think she's in for 10.
I can do that.
Okay.
I have 10 to give.
Okay.
But not much more.
We gotta make some money.
We got to make some
We
money.
gotta get some coins.
Hopefully this job pays well.
This is the most naked gold sink I've ever experienced in a game before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So pleased. Okay.
They ain't the best coins, I'll tell you that.
Nope.
I mean, they are.
It's dirty money.
Yeah. They're
Doing
legal
coke.
tender.
Lines of
but
coke off of these.
They're kind of beat.
I hope she likes silver.
Yeah.
For some silver.
As
Find
well,
out.
you know she's a picky pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know it.
It's that or starve.
Yeah.
Turn up that nose.
Yeah. Okay.
So Cathris,
Yeah.
you begin to feed coins into this cybernetic horse.
while we're going,
While she's walking.
Yeah,
so
how do I get out there in front of it?
you're on.
we
the
all
horse.
know where these are going.
No, she doesn't take. She's not a butt chugger. I think you have to like be on her to get to her mouth. Yeah.
I've been
it's
told
time.
that before. And I did not take the advice, and what a mistake that was.
What?
Never mind. Okay. So
He
how
made an adult joke.
How fast are we moving? Do I just can I climb
it's
out?
It's an august pace.
All right. I will. I don't want to just do this when I have a tentacle friend to help me fly. So I'll do that. So I'm ensnared through the window.
But you're completely limp.
I can manage myself a little bit. I was also told that, and I didn't appreciate it. So
Happy Valentine's Day.
Donar's just yelling out the window like, this is easier
wait.
than stopping?
let me take care of this. And as I'm saying that, the tentacle comes in through the small window in the door, encircles me, and then tries to pull me through the small window.
No, dude, it has to be the thing where it like goes down and then goes through the hole like a aglet, like a little,
yeah.
like a lace,
It
and then
can
it has to
thread
go
that.
like then it has to like sort of feel around.
Yeah, and I like guide it around my waist, and then it's hitting me against the door, and I'm like, no, hold on a second. Open the door. All right.
That soporific effect is already beginning to take hold.
All right. All right. I fly out there. I have enough command of my body to feed 10 coins in my hand.
But like the pace that Coriander's trotting at is like a walking pace. Like there are people walking alongside the cart faster than we're walking.
Yes.
Then
And I'm
she's
wholly
and you're just like,
carefully holding these coins under, and this tentacle is like doing its best to keep me there.
But
But
you're always trying to orient the coins
Yeah.
toward the snoot.
there you go. Eat it all. That's good.
After 4 or 5 coins, Coriander starts to like raises her nose and starts to sniff around your cape.
What?
Like the
Feed
group
her
of
your
stars.
feed her
or-
your cape.
Really? I'm not. So I'm not gonna let her do that. But I'm curious to see where it goes.
Just
Like you
sniffing,
want
just
want
sniffing
this?
around.
this one?
now she wants magic item.
She's upgraded. Gotta start feeding
You
her
know
magic
what?
items.
For that much gold, we could have bought a fine and sturdy horse.
I know.
Maybe we should put her out to pasture.
Whoa!
Melt her
Calm
down.
down.
Opening up so she could go into the pasture.
And be
And
killed.
you're opening with a gun?
No, that's my hand opening up into the pasture.
Now you're free.
There you are.
Yeah.
Out there, away you go.
And then we'll just shut the gate. Push it with bullets shut.
Maybe that's how you encourage her to continue on into the pasture.
Come on,
Like,
girl,
go on.
get it.
That's why when you say giddy up and you go, it's supposed to make the horse think it's you're loaded.
Yeah, I get it.
What are the penalties?
Right.
Right.
Think about it. Make a
No.
that decision.
Oh,
It's an incentivization structure.
So I don't have now. Cthulhu isn't smart enough to assemble that. It's like, what is wrong with the coins? What's wrong with the coins?
So if you're constantly redirecting her toward the gold, she will eventually. It's like 2 gears that catch, and it's like sometimes they're off a little bit, and eventually you're able to get her
Right.
back on the gold, and she assents to it.
She's going for my. I am deposited back in the cabin of the
The
cart.
tentacle just whips you in and then just shuts the door behind it.
Like it's
Slam into
disgusted.
the other side and you're like, yeah.
Yeah, it goes. And just,
Yeah.
like it snaps at me.
And you're just like slowly standing up.
And Donaar is so frustrated.
Oh, and
I
it's
hate
just
this horse so much.
Well, it's like you go to the dentist, but like imagine if you went to the dentist like for half of your body, right? It's just none of it. You don't have any sensation on this
Yeah,
side.
it's coming back. I kind of pat it back
Yeah.
into me.
You got the half.
Coriander was going for my my cloak. I think she was not taking the coins today. When did that start?
Just driving.
Yeah.
Are you up front with me?
Now I've got my I'm peeking out the little hole there. I'm like,
You got your little face
Yeah.
cramming,
Well, no,
cramming through here.
he's out like this. He's out, and then Lagoti is just behind him, like just over his head, sideways, craw, ready. Just occasionally, just open up, sniffing the hair, looking back at you. You know that he's gonna back Cthulhu's
his
play.
hype squad.
This Lagoti is his Flavor Flav.
Is this Lagoti? Is this back to normal?
Oh yeah, this is
Or
the
this is not Bug Eye.
staff serpent.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
When we came out of that simulation, I assume. Yeah.
Rosie is gonna play this off. And she knows that you've got your face mashed up against the window, talking to her. She's like, I don't know, maybe your cloak smelled of coins from the horde person bag could be leaking out the smell. I can smell it from here.
That is
so
not what this cloak smells like. in the least.
What do you?
Pushes his snoot up against yours, like smushes his face into. Like,
in my headcanon, your eyes don't get through.
No, it's just
it's
snoot.
just the
but
snoot.
his head's already in there,
Yeah.
so it's like smushing
Smush
his face in.
faces. Yeah.
Be like, horse did what now? That horse.
Oh, no, this horse is munching coins.
Was she aggressive with you? Did she try to bite you?
No.
Maybe she's rabid.
She didn't. She's not.
She wasn't
She's
rabid,
fine.
but she was biting.
Yeah.
Because you were feeding her coins.
Do you want me to talk to her?
You
Do you have like a talk with machine?
through the window.
Oh, I guess she's she not an animal?
She's not organic anymore.
She's a plant, isn't she?
Yeah, I hate her
Half
too.
plant, half plant, half machine. You could try.
I could talk to
I talk to her a lot. She doesn't talk back though.
Couldn't I talk to the plants in her at least?
I think that's worth a shot.
Get a sense of what they need.
Okay.
Fertilizer.
Do you I mean, we've never really bothered to talk to her, even when she was an animal. Is she going to be insulted if
speak for yourself.
I mean, I've never bothered to talk to her.
There we go. There's only one way to find out. I think this is a brilliant idea.
All right. Well, I'll slide down and sit in the front. I'll use talk with plants.
No, be nice to her. She's had a hard life.
And I'll say, Coriander, can you hear me?
What does it sound like when you talk with this plant?
It just sounds like the wind.
Yeah, right. I mean, basically, it's like a
Maracas.
grass field, right?
Yeah.
Like the qouccws. What's the little dudes in Breath of the Wild?
Oh, Korax?
yeah.
Yes, yeah, correct.
With them seeds.
Yeah.
Sounds like
That's
that.
what it sounds like.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a chorus of voices.
Ooh.
And it says, the grandmother calls us coriander. But you need not call us coriander.
What should I call you?
We are children of the Nemazir.
Then I do know you.
You would know us well.
I'm here to ask why you don't want to eat gold anymore.
Why don't you like gold?
What are you too good for gold now?
Yeah.
I'm here to ask simply why you won't eat gold anymore.
That is your concern?
And Walnut says,
Material wealth? Have you lost the trick your grandmothers knew? To demand wealth of the earth?
What?
I say, indeed I have. I've lost all tricks of my grandmother's.
Then how can we respect you?
And I'll unsheath Foremother, and she glows brightly, and I say, I'm still to be respected by some. I can still be as a tree. I can still be as a bird.
Oh, so, and it, like, along with the words, the blade is glinting alongside it.
Wow.
In an answering way.
And yeah, that's what she says.
Says, this is not what we will be. We no longer have use of the gold. We need what food our form requires.
What do you require?
Now we require objects of a sacred nature. Objects imbued with power. Then we may better serve you.
Those may be hard to come by.
These were the costs that your people knew.
I say, Very well. I say, I she the foremother, and then I say, do you have anything you can tell me about my grandmothers? Yes. Do you remember anything you can tell me?
We remember some things. What would you like to know? You have asked us for all of history, daughter. Your lifetime would not be enough to tell you everything we know.
One trick, one belief, one
weird trick.
no, one thing, one thought they had, one enemy they had, anything. I'm going to the Crypt Garden Forest again, and I always fear what I might find there.
The Crypt Garden is the place you should be least afraid of.
Last time I went, you saw what we found there.
Go back and see what you have done. You have asked us for information. We will tell you. This is what you need to know of your grandmothers. First, that they love you. Second, that they have given you all you need to succeed.
Well, this is, thank you, children.
So are you seated on Coriander? Are you like on the
No.
mechanism?
She's on the bench.
Gotcha.
She wouldn't presume to talk to them and
Yeah,
also
yeah.
be sitting on them.
Rosie, by the way, I just want to flavor this a little bit. You're like tranced, I think,
Yeah.
speaking to Coriander, and this sound like wind and maybe dew and rain is coming out of you, but you're also sort of like swaying as like a willow.
Yeah.
And it's like it's preternatural.
It's
the way,
weird.
The way, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's like that. But Rosie keeps like glancing, and the longer this conversation goes on, the more it seems like your plant-like behavior is increasing. I think it's like unnerving her a little bit, but it's really cool also.
Before I go, do you have anything you want to tell the grandmother?
Our relationship with the grandmother is that she tells us things.
Very well. Thank you very much.
All right, so you've had a chance by now to camp. Feel free. I mean, you're already fully rested. It just takes this is a long trip.
Sure.
A couple of nights later, you begin to arrive at the westernmost edge of the Crypt Garden, which is not an area that you have a lot of information about. Obviously, it's in the forest, so that it's in your purview. Technically, it's your inheritance, like the rest of the planet is.
Yeah.
But that's not a place that you went, although you knew that mothers went there. But what precisely they did there, you don't know a lot about, except that occasionally they would return with child.
Ooh. You said the western edge?
Indeed.
And so the Crypt Garden Forest, the eastern edge butts up against the long road with West Ridge.
Absolutely,
So it's the whole
and
far
indeed,
side.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And so then the Sword Mountains that abut that just to the north,
Okay.
that's where Donaar is.
Right, yeah, okay, cool.
And then farther north along that Scott.
Got it. Okay.
There's no reason that you should 100% know because I made it up, but
It's canon now. It's
yeah,
going on the map.
It's going in there. But yeah, you as you project farther around this edge, you can see a very novel encampment that incorporates aspects of EPA architecture, but none of it is proud. It's all small, half-height buildings, yurts. The trees themselves. There's no building here that's taller than half of a tree's height.
I suddenly climb into the cart, and I open the window and I say, I don't know if I should be seen in the regalia of my grove here.
So just so we are clear, all three of you are in the cart, and now all three of you have your faces smushed up in this tiny little window talking to Rosie.
Well, she could just be calling from inside. I don't know if I should be seen in the regalia of my grove here.
No, like you're talking from the dressing room.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Donaar
All right.
unsnoots and turns around and goes, bah.
Yeah.
Quit it.
Surprise, nut. That's probably wise. I guess Rosie has noticed these buildings as well.
Walnut will. Cthulhu probably gets it because of the thing that he told
This
her
guy
last
gets
night.
it.
But Walnut will say, this looks like, these buildings look like my groves, but wrong.
Oh.
I don't want them to know about me until I know what's going on here.
Okay. Cthulhu, can you disguise her somehow?
I can't like apply it to somebody, I don't think.
No.
But I can. You can wear my cloak and I'll disguise myself.
That's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely.
I actually need to disguise myself. I just look like I don't have my cloak.
A guy without a cloak.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, that guy's not wearing his cloak.
Your cloak, you're barely half dressed.
They're on to us.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I'll put on your cloak and just put it around me so that you can't
Yeah.
see anything.
So you stop the cart in front of this encampment, hitch up Coriander, and as the group of you dismount and then walk toward the settlement, you see several men emerging, sort of blinkingly from the dark inside their huts as they come out, and they're all very distinct. They wear a pleat at the bottom, similar to the EPA pleat, but they have nothing but a sort of loose vest on top, and they are all completely clean shaven. It just right down to the scalp, long ears, and as you approach, Cthulhu, if you would be so kind.
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu, if you could be so kind. Very nice.
Hey, good job.
Thank you, Cthulhu.
So, Cthulhu, you, as you are walking out, you are aware of another scene taking place at this time, concurrent with the events that are occurring.
Yes.
So you see, from Walnut, you see these serpentine tendrils reaching out toward one of the men who is approaching the cart. And these tendrils are reaching toward each other. And you can see, like with just immaculate precision, every one of your eyes is just aware that there's been an infinitely clean cut. And they just struggle to find each other. They're like blind in some way. They're trying in desperation to become whole. And when you were seeing this, you think back to what Fen said. Mm-hmm. You know the act that caused this to occur. So you've been amassing information about the Vistani ritual, where the Vistani wedding is so potent because it's a different kind of magic. And there is a prime material wisdom. There is a knowledge and a way that it has. Then there is the mystic, arcane sciences that exist in a plane above that. And then there are divinities that seem to have some other knowledge. And as you see these tendrils working toward each other, you know that each of these is just a base and useless attempt at describing something infinitely more comprehensive and robust. It's almost like you can see each of these philosophies grappling with one another to explain what you're seeing in front of you, but none of them are capable of it. You can see each of them sort of in a plane, almost like a membrane separating them. And there is a symbol that does describe it, that is able to contain all of this and explain it in a simple, universal, robust grammar. And underlying all of this, you can see the icon of the Thank you so much, Jack. So that is our game for this Wednesday. Thanks so much for coming along. Super pleased that we had our super cool guest, Matt Mercer.
Matthew.
Sweet Matthew.
Precious Matthew. We're going to come back for some table talk here in a little bit. There were no 20s, but that does not mean there's no prizes. Indeed, we have the same number of prizes. We'll just give them away during table talk anyway. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.